Hello and welcome to the Rotary Challenge. It is crunch time on the Rotary Challenge now as we are playing for the finals. Crawford is in the finals. Who will be facing them? Well, it's either going to be Vanguard or Harker Heights. The Battle of McLennan and Bell County to make the final. We're going to see who does it. Vanguard, you think you're going to do it?
I think we can make it.
Heights?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the enthusiasm on both sides here. I like the confidence. So, y'all played this before. We have 3 rounds. We're going to ask questions that are assigned to points in rounds 1 and 3. We have the lightning round in the middle. That's where you have to listen because what they don't answer, you get a chance to answer. We'll go over that in round 2. But it's, like I said, crunch time. Semifinal, Vanguard, Harker Heights. Here we go. For 15 points, identify the phrase for death or the personification of death as a man or
The Grim Reaper?
The Grim Reaper is correct. For 10 points, what part of speech is inserted into a sentence as an independent element?
Conjunction?
No, as an independent element, grammatically unrelated to the other word.
Interjection.
Interjection. For 10 points, how do you spell cinnamon?
Cinnamon.
That is correct. For 5 points, what is water in the form of vapor or gas known as?
Water vapor?
Steam.
Steam. What was your first answer?
Water vapor?
Can we go with water vapor?
She said steam.
Okay, so steam, okay. For 5 points, what parts of a stereo system does the sound come out of? Yes.
The speakers?
For 20 points, Bismarck, North Dakota, and Pierce, South Dakota, both capital cities, lie on the banks of what river?
Mississippi?
No.
Missouri.
Missouri is correct. For 10 points, people tend to get together with others like themselves. What proverb says the same?
Birds of a feather flock together.
A birds of a feather flock together, correct. For 5 points, it is spoken of in the Old Testament and was used by the Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans. During the Middle Ages, it was one of the popular instruments from troubadours. Today, it is the national instrument of Scotland. Name the...
Bagpipe?
Bagpipe is correct. For 20 points, Ulysses stomped the fears of the sailors with wax and had himself tied to the mast so he would not yield to the music.
Sirens?
Sirens is correct. The Arab word for journey gives us what term for hunting expedition, usually in Africa?
Safari?
Safari is right. For 15 points, through which state does 180 degrees west longitude?
Could you repeat the question?
Through which state goes 180 degrees west longitude?
Hawaii?
No. That would be Alaska. For 10 points, when a chef braises meat, does he hit it with a hammer, sear, then simmer it, pound it till it changes?
Sear then simmer.
Sear then simmer is correct. For 10 points, what tool for getting from a lower place to a higher place in Sri Lanka, in Skyla in Greece?
A pole?
No.
Could you start from the beginning, please?
What tool for getting from a lower place to a higher place is Scala in Greek, Echelle in French?
Stairs?
No, it's ladder. 10, Egyptian drawings show pictures of women playing lutes, harps, lyres, and pipes. However, one musical instrument has unmistakable masculine blown at military processions.
A horn?
More specific?
A bugle?
No.
A trumpet?
Trumpet is correct. For 5 points, what 5-letter word refers to the path that a satellite follows around a planet?
Orbit?
Correct. What popular annual sporting event begins with these words? Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
NASCAR?
No.
The Indy 500?
Correct. For 5 points, name the ocean located south of India.
The Indian Ocean.
Correct. For 5 points each, identify by name the famous Americans whose birthdays are in February and by the descriptions I will give you. So that'll be the next 4 questions. February 1st, 1902, aviator, first to fly the Atlantic Solo.
Amelia Earhart?
No.
Can you repeat the question?
It's one of the rights.
February 1st, 1902, aviator, first to fly the Atlantic Solo. We've had the
Right.
Yeah.
Charles Lindbergh.
I was thinking.
February 11th, 1847, most prolific noted inventor.
Thomas Edison.
Correct. February 12th, 1809, president under whom we fought a war.
George Washington.
No,
Abraham Lincoln.
correct. February 27th, 1807.
George Washington.
No. February 27th, 1807, the poet of the Song of, well, we got that. That was Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Okay, for 15 points, Muslims offer daily prayer by kneeling and facing what holy...
Mecca,
Correct. Do we need the country too?
Saudi Arabia.
For 5 points, what country is only 22 miles from England?
France.
Yep. What is the capital of Japan?
Tokyo.
What place in the standings is a team that's in the cellar?
Last.
Yep. For 15 points, stars represent neither solid, liquid, nor gas, but a...
Plasma.
Yes. Why do Egyptian paintings look unusual to us today? A, no...
There's no depth.
Perspective.
Perspective.
No, can't give that. So A, no colors. B, non-representational. C, no perspective as we know it.
No proceed.
C is right. For 5 points, coronary bypass surgery is designed to improve the supply of blood to the heart muscle by using veins taken from what part of the body to bypass the clogged portions of the coronary arteries?
The leg.
Huh?
The leg.
Leg is correct. All right, let's get a score check.
Brother got a relation.
I have Vanguard with 130, Harker Heights at 75.
130 to 75. Pretty close match. Pretty close match. All right. For 15 points, domestic Bactrian camels range from Turkey across Central Asia to Manchuria. But in the wild, Bactrian camels are only found in what desert?
The Sahara.
No,
The Gobi.
Gobi. What province's capital is Montreal?
Alberta.
No.
Quebec.
Okay.
Actually, it's none. That's the answer.
Quebec City's a
So Quebec is the capital of
City's
Quebec.
a capital.
Okay. Okay.
That was a confusing question. I don't blame him. For 10 points, the sphere has only one surface. Which geometrical solid has only two surfaces?
Plane.
No.
Can you repeat the question?
The sphere has only one surface. Which geometrical solid has only two surfaces?
Semisphere.
It's cone.
Oh. Interesting.
For 15 points, what term refers to the group of individuals of any one kind of organism in a given ecosystem?
Species. Species.
No.
Can you repeat the
Population.
Population is correct. All right, we have a minute 30 left. Let's go ahead and get a score real quick.
Vanguard 145, Harker Heights 90.
All right. Leda and the Swan by Yeats, Ozymandias by Shelley, The Soldier by Rupert Brooke, On His Blindness by Milton, and On First Looking Onto Chapman's Homer by Keats. What kind of poems are they?
Epics.
No.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Leda and the Swan by Yeats, Ozymandias by Shelley, The Soldier by Rupert Brooke, On His Blindness by Milton, and On First Looking Into Chapman's Homer by Keats. What kind of poems are they?
Say it.
Lyrical.
Sonnets. You almost had it. You almost had it. For 10 points, let's play a little Jeopardy. To what famous question asked in Africa was the reply? Yes, and I feel thankful that I am here to welcome you.
Burkina Faso.
No.
Can you repeat the question?
Let's play a little Jeopardy. To what famous question asked in Africa was the reply? Yes, and I feel thankful that I'm here to welcome you. Dr. Livingstone, I presume. For 10 points, what planet has the most natural satellites?
Jupiter.
No.
Saturn.
Saturn is correct. For 20 points, the Russian dishkasha is made from the seeds of what plant? It may also be cooked and served like rice or made into a flour used for pan.
Quinoa.
No.
Could you finish the question, please?
and could be used for pancakes.
Rye.
No, it's buckwheat. Buckwheat. All right, that is time on round 1. Round 2 will be coming up, but before we do that, let's get a score check.
Vanguard 145, Harker Heights 100.
145 to 100, folks. This is a tight match. Lightning round could give us a lot of points here, one side or another. Who's going on to the finals? Let's find out coming up.
At Daniel Stark, we work hard. If you're a true Texan, working hard comes with the territory.
Here you go, Danny.
True Texan right here.
We train hard. Winning, it doesn't come easy. You have to practice, you have to commit.
And we lawyer hard.
Good thing, too. You need a law firm that gets to know your unique story and what it takes to help you get your life back to normal.
Daniel Stark, we lawyer hard.
All right, welcome back to round 2. This is the lightning or the blitz round, and this is where we're going to ask questions. Let's get a score check real quick from our judges again.
Vanguard 145, Harker Heights 100.
145 to 100. That means Heights, you'll be going first. Remember, Vanguard, listen to the questions. If they don't get one, then you get a chance to answer that. We have 3 categories for you. The oboe, stars, and starts with the letter P, Harker Heights.
Go for it. I think P is good. Starts with the letter P.
Starts with the letter P. All right. 1 minute on the clock, please. And here we go. Greek hero who beheaded Medusa and saved Andromeda.
Poseidon? Poseidon?
No. U.S. state where the Battle of Gettysburg was fought.
Pennsylvania.
Yep. Animal species of Napoleon, Snowball, and Squealer from Orwell's Animal Farm.
Pig.
Correct. Brazilian soccer player who played for Santos FC from 1956 to 1974
Pass.
and won. Christian holiday that celebrates the.
Passover.
Huh?
No. Passover.
No.
That's Jewish.
Carbohydrates such as glycerin and starch, which can be broken down into 2 or more sugar molecules.
Polysaccharide?
Polyglycerine.
Polysaccharides, correct. Region of South America shared by Chile and Argentina.
Patagonia.
Patagonia. European kingdom led by Frederick the Great.
Prussia.
Prussia is correct. German physicist and originator of quantum theory whose namesake's constant with symbol H.
Planck.
Planck is right. All right, so we did not get to channel or get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 that were answered. So that means we get 4 over to you. Here we go. Greek hero who beheaded Medusa and saved Andromeda.
Perseus.
Correct. Brazilian soccer player who played for Santos FC from 1956 to 1974 and won 3 FIFA World Cups.
Pele?
Pele is correct. Christian holiday that celebrates the descent of the Holy Spirit on the apostles after their crucifixion.
Pentecost.
Pentecost. What are we doing right after that? That round?
Vanguard 175, Harker Heights 160.
175 to 160. All right. All right, Vanguard. You want stars or the oboe?
Stars.
You want stars.
With the oboe first.
Nobody wants oboe. Maybe in the final. Maybe in the final. All right. Stars. Are y'all ready? Minute on the clock. And here we go. Process by which stars fuse elements into heavier elements to produce energy.
Nuclear fusion.
That is correct. Clouds of dust and molecules which foster star formation.
Nebula.
Correct. Type of dense star that forms when a star dies, but it is too small to become a neutron star or a black hole.
White dwarf.
Quantity, which measures the radiant power emitted by a star, essentially describing its brightness.
Candela.
No. Phenomena which causes stars to appear red if they are actively moving away from us.
Redshift.
No. Yeah, we'll take that, yes. The Doppler effect or redshift. Type of massive star that the sun will become once it expands, which includes stars like.
Supergiant.
No.
Red supergiant.
No. Color of stars that have the highest surface temperatures, such as Rigel.
Blue.
Closest star to us besides the sun, as alluded to by the Latin name.
Centauri.
Yep. Doubly. Okay. You didn't get to those. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that were answered there. So here are your 3 questions coming here. Are y'all ready? Quantity which measures the radiant power emitted by a star, essentially describing its brightness.
Luminosity.
That is correct. And you had that type of massive star that the sun will become once it expands, which includes stars like Betelgeuse.
Giant.
Red giant. All right, I think that's the ones we had, correct? All right, what's our score after round 2?
We have Vanguard at 235 and Harker Heights at 180.
235, 180. A couple of 20-point questions, and y'all can be right back in this game. And we will move to round 3 right after this.
The deals are real at Colleen Auto. We have just the Ford you're looking for. Trucks, SUVs, or something in between. Come check out our amazing, newly built and open Colleen Hyundai store. Find a sleek Volkswagen at Colleen Volkswagen. We have over 300 used to choose at Colleen Certified, including many options under 20 grand. Ford, Hyundai, Volkswagen or used, the deals are real at Colleen Auto. ColeenAuto.com.
Welcome back to round 3 of tonight's Rotary Challenge, where we have Vanguard and Harker Heights. Before we get to round 3, we're in the semifinals. Pressure is really on here. Both teams are just exceptional at this. How are you feeling right now? Reintroduce yourself, and how are you feeling right now as you're trying to play for the finals?
I'm Patrick Nielsen, and to be completely honest, I am very nervous.
I'm Aria Cleveland, and I agree with Patrick.
I'm Luke Davis, and I'm also pretty nervous, but I'm confident that we can do it.
I'm Sam Hunt, and I'm very nervous.
All right, Harker Heights.
I'm Haley Obla. I'm also very nervous, but I'm having fun, so.
Fun is the name of the game.
My name is John Beliveau. Kind of like everybody else, just nervous, but I'm having fun too, so it's good to see you.
My name is Layla Manzanona. I'm just nervous.
I'm Joe Hunter. I'm feeling pretty challenged right now.
Challenge.
Challenged.
But that's good, because it's called the Rotary.
Challenge.
Oh, there we go. The light bulb went off there. So the
stars
Rotary
align.
Challenge. So we have round 3. Let's do the score one more time.
Vanguard 235, Harker Heights 180.
235 to 180. This decides the finals. Who's playing Crawford? Round 3 begins right now. For 10 points, to what early American author did Herman Melville dedicate his novel Moby Dick?
Ernest Hemingway?
No. Nathaniel Hawthorne. For 5 points, if 10 buses are needed to transport 75 people, how many buses will it take to transport 45 people?
Six.
6 is correct. Nice. A new element in the struggle over the slavery question in America was introduced when which area asked to be separated from Massachusetts and admitted as a free state?
Maine.
Maine is correct. For 10 points, among the tournament events for this sport are accuracy, distance, and freestyle.
Archery?
No. Freestyle competition, as well as an event called Guts. More commonly, the sport enjoyed by people in parks and playgrounds is played with equipment developed from pie pans and a Bransford, Connecticut bakery. Identify it.
Frisbee?
Frisbee is correct. For 20 points, of whom did Alice Roosevelt Longworth say, "How can you vote for a man who looks like the bridegroom on a wedding cake?"
May you repeat the question? Taft? Taft?
No.
Did you say he was a U.S. president?
Yes. Well, Alice Roosevelt Longworth said this about someone. It's Thomas Dewey. For 10 points, the science of anthropology has 6 main branches, according to the World Book Encyclopedia. Name any one of them.
Human.
Human? No.
Repeat the question.
The science of anthropology has 6 main branches, according to World Book Encyclopedia. Name one of them.
Culture?
You take that. Cultural as one of them. For 5 points, which is the largest lake? Which is the largest lake in North America?
Superior?
Superior. For 10 points, in Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, Shylock demands an
Pound of flesh.
Yep. During the years of 1958 to 1961, Egypt and Syria formed a nation. What was the nation called? For 15 points.
Assyria?
No.
Egypt.
No. United Arab Republic. How do you spell trousseau?
T-R-A-S-S-O-W.
Did I say that right? No, that's not correct.
T-R-O-S-S-E-A-U?
Yes.
No?
Huh?
At the end?
T-R-O, you didn't say O-U?
He said
He said you.
He said you. I heard.
He said you.
He said EAU.
At the end.
He did.
Yeah, but there's a second.
You said T-R-O-U-S-S-E-A-U. You have that written down?
He even had it
written
written down.
Okay, yes. Okay, for 10 points, Niagara Falls is divided into the American Falls and the Canadian Falls. By what other name are the Canadian Falls known?
Horseshoe Falls?
Yes. 5 points, a neutron star is compressed mass of stellar material. What would you call a compressed mass of hay?
A bale.
Let's get a score check.
We have Vanguard at 255, Harker Heights at 225.
255, 225. This is for the finals, folks. 10.1 here. A wheel free to swivel, used to support furniture.
Caster?
Caster is right. For 15 points, in this historic movement following the Protestant Reformation, the Roman Catholic Church encouraged people,
Great Schism.
no, to return to their original faith. Identify it.
Counter-Reformation?
Counter-Reformation is correct. For 20 points, two great tourist attractions are located in the harbor at Long Beach, California. One is the largest aircraft ever built, the creation of Howard Hughes. The other is a huge ocean liner built in 1934. Name both attractions.
The USS Midway and Queen Victoria II?
No.
We don't know.
Spruce Goose and Queen Mary. For 5 points, where do you go in the Palace of Versailles to get a good look at yourself? For
The Mirror Room?
said mirror room. A little more specific.
The Great Mirror Room?
No.
The Hall of Mirrors.
Hall of Mirrors is correct.
I knew there was
15. What U.S. state contains the most square miles of inland water?
Oh, that would be Mississippi?
No.
Could you repeat the question?
What U.S. state contains the most square miles of inland water?
Is it Minnesota?
No. Alaska.
Just biggest. It's frozen.
For 20 points, iambic pentameter is poetry with 5 beats to the line, with syllables alternately stressed and unstressed. Who first used?
Shakespeare.
No. Iambic pentameter in English verse?
Spencer?
No, Chaucer. 15 points. Mary weighs 3 pounds more than Jane. This is a math question. Together they weigh 16 pounds less than the center on the football team, who weighs 213 pounds. How much does each girl weigh?
Can you repeat the question?
Mary weighs 3 pounds more than Jane. Together they weigh 16 pounds less than the center on the football team, who weighs 213 pounds. How much does each girl weigh?
It's 110,
100.
105, and 108.
Okay. Who weighs what?
You said Mary weighs 3 pounds less?
3 pounds
So,
Pounds more. Yeah.
oh, 3 pounds more. So Mary is 100, and then the other one is 97.
That'd be Jane.
Jane weighs.
They got it right.
I got it wrong anyways.
4 or 5 points. If you bisect a regular hexagon from corner to corner, what is the shape of the...
Trapezoid.
Uh-huh. Let's get a score check.
We have Vanguard at 275, Harker Heights at 255.
275, 55, just over a minute to go. For 10 points, identify these 4 organisms as animal or plant. Lichen,
Plant.
Well, we have to do the 4 organisms as animal or the 4 organisms. so I have to name all of them. So I define these 4 organisms as animal or plant: lichen, anemone, moss, and yeast.
Lichen is a plant. Anemone is a plant.
No, you already answered.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Anemone is a animal, and yeast is an animal. What one am I missing?
Moss.
Moss
No,
plant.
it's plant, animal, or plant. All right, here's a series of questions about ice. Who cometh in a play by Eugene O'Neill?
Death?
No.
The Sugarplum Fairy?
Iceman.
Okay.
There is an icy expression which means to be in a risky situation.
On thin ice.
Yes. For 15 points, clusters of elongated hills that are oriented parallel to the direction of ice movement in a glacier are called what?
Glacial Hills.
No.
Flows.
No. Drumlins. Final question. 20 points. Let's get. Where are we?
Vanguard 275, Harker Heights 265.
This is it. This question decides it. Who goes to the finals for 20 points? Name the mysterious substance in the novel Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut.
Unobtainium.
No.
It's Avatar.
Is it Avatar?
No. It's Ice 9. Ice 9 is the answer.
I just had to put something because we didn't.
That's it. I think we had our final score with that one.
If we didn't give anything, we would have lost.
Vanguard 275, Harker Heights 265.
So close. Keep your heads up. That is an awesome match. I love when they come down just like that. Let's get a round of applause from people that are out in the audience. That is an amazing match that we had right there. Vanguard, you are facing Crawford in the final. We will have that next week right here on the Rotary Challenge at 6:30 right here on 25 ABC. The final, Crawford and Vanguard. We'll see you then. If you've lived in Central Texas for a while, you know what the red tie means. If you're new to the area, it means the potential for severe weather here across the area, and we're going to continue to track that from beginning to end as storms roll across the spring. We do have a tornado watch that's in effect right now.